May 21st, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City. We're going to talk about Raytown today. We're going to talk about Independence. And we're going to talk about the zoo. And zoo is psychotic today. There was different groups of people there, and they were crawling all over everywhere. There was a couple of black gals that was up on the railroad track. The small little train railroad track that they actually run the kids and adults on, but they were walking the track up on the hill, and crazy stuff. Some of these groups didn't look like they had enough attendees to watch some of these kids too, but some of these were almost like, they were like 18 years old, 16 years old and stuff. And I had some Latinos behind me. They were talking about how to rob somebody, how to pickpocket. And there was 5 guys that was behind me. I was coming down over there by that the aquarium over there. And at first when I walked in, they were saying they wanted to go over and look at the otters, but they didn't. And I was walking on past, and I was going on up the hill. And then they said they was going to go to the gorillas. Then they said they were going to go to the sea lions. And then they just kept getting closer and closer. And there's 5 of them. You want to be careful. You don't want to let anybody ever get too close on your backside, because that's how they try to get you. And when they got so close, I just stopped and let them pass. Best thing. It's better to face them than to try to just don't keep walking, because they could hit you in the head. These people do not care, and they will not show no mercy. You don't want to show no mercy either. Definitely, if you have to engage with these people here. And when I come back through Raytown, oh boy, we got some homeboys here. And that they're moving those drugs up and down here 47th Street. Independence needs to get their out here a little bit more. Raytown, I don't know, they're sleeping up there, I guess. But I had 2 cars. One of them run up. One was like a Suburban, white Suburban or whatever. I'm going to show it here. And one was 2 black guys in this Malibu. We're going to show it. And it cut through up here at that Blue View up there. But I'm going to show you where they came out of. They were across the street over at that other little I don't know, I think it's like Dollar Tree, or it's Dollar General, I think. Dollar General. And I'm going to show where they come out of. And they raced to get in behind me and around me. I'm going to show that. And they were heading out 40 highway out here by Asado's, by where the old Doc Holliday and a tool shed out there. Wonder what they're going out there in that area for. Got any ideas, guys? Well, we're going to show that. Hold on. All right, guys. So that's the Dollar General over there by that, across from that C-Nex, kind of at that 4-way there. Had this, I think it was a Lincoln behind me. Man, this thing was all the way through Raytown too. But I want you to look off to the left here. And see that white vehicle? Well, it's got a temp tag on it. Don't have no front license plate. Dark windows. What better way to run that stuff, baby? We're going to back this out a little bit more here so you can see this. And that Lincoln looks familiar too from somewhere, but I'm not going to say it was involved with this, but it just seemed a little strange. But we're going to show this. Hold on. Now, you see my cursor? See that silver car? Well, that silver car's got 2 black guys in it. And it's with this white vehicle here. And it's interesting. Let's just watch this. There's a C-Nex coming up here. Man, it was packed in there too. Now we got the Lincoln. We got that white, whatever it is, Suburban or whatever, with the temp tag. We got the other one. Oh, I think that was a Texas tag, I think, maybe on that. Not for sure. But You know, a lot of those ones that, crossed the border illegally came up here through Texas and they grabbed cars in Texas and brought them on up here. What better place to go in Missouri to try to hide out? But you never know. So we're going to show how this goes here. So I'm heading back towards the house. And I just, let's see if I can stop this real quick. I just love this too. They put a bus stop here. Now it's been here for a while, but it amazes me. This guy here, he looked pretty scroungy, but you never know. He had a bike. Some of the buses, I don't know if the buses still carry the bikes on them or not. But this look, I don't know. But like I say, and I've shown, where they had the, emergency crew up here working on ones that's been drugged out, passed out up here. That's been posted on YouTube. But then let's not forget about these two vehicles back behind me. And one's going to go shooting through Blueview, try to get in between, sandwich in between me. But I don't do that too good here, guys. That looks like a piece of, you know what? Look at that. We want to make sure we get a good view of this. And yeah, look at all the scratches, all that bumper and stuff. It's good identifiable too, man. And you start looking at this stuff too, like, right here where that, the headlights are kind of like and stuff. It looks like the plastic's all kind of messed up. But see, that's, that's what identify that vehicle. So let's go on from there. We're going to watch this other one. And it's good. It's in a hurry to try cut and get in front of me. Look at that, man. Let's see here. I want to go back here. I want you guys to see this. It's not going to get in front of me because I'm going to let it get in front of me. Look at that. Well, I like Blueview Shopping Center's got anybody there, any security, anything else to watch that parking lot. What better, like I say, we got homeless, we got druggies cutting through. Well, oh man, I said I don't know. It's kind of like a Texas tag, but it might be a Missouri tag. I don't know. Two black guys in this vehicle. Definitely got a good shot. Look at them. I'm going to turn down here in my house, but when another one goes by, I go on back down because I want to see where this is going. It looks a little bit suspicious, guys. All these drugs running up and down 47th Street. Yeah, he's kind of weaving back and forth. Woo! Now look at that. I don't know. That might be a Missouri tag. I don't know. But definitely car, wouldn't be that hard to identify that. I'm sure they could probably bring that license plate up a little bit better there too. Interesting. Well, they got to keep moving that meth and cocaine and fentanyl down through here. Now, hold on. Now, I'm going to pull off. I've been in front of my house now. There's that other vehicle. Yeah, buddy. Not good. So hold on, guys. All right, so this is the front view when I was turning there. I want you guys to see this. Yeah, baby, he's pushing to the max. Yeah, I'm going to get in front of him. I'm going to try to sandwich me in. That might not be good. I don't want to fear for my life. Of course, I do carry my conceal and carry with me everywhere. So, and I'm a very good shot. So, it makes me think about a couple things here. There is a video of this police officer that this Latino went in. They got a call at this convenience store that this Latino was trying to rob the store. And this gal was basically running the register. And officer approached the guy. He was coming out of the convenience store. And as the Latino went back in, he reached for his gun, pulled his gun. The officer seen it. So immediately the officer did what he was supposed to do. He did just what he had been taught. He pulled his gun. He shot through the glass door window, emptied his clip. In the process, so the guy, like I said, the guy shot back. The officer did get hit, but he dropped his clip, reloaded immediately. The officer did, and the guy tried to flee out the door again. When he did, the officer dropped him, and he put, I don't know, he probably put, it was if he was using a Glock, he probably had 15 round in there, or 14 or whatever. So he probably he emptied both of them. It looked like he did, and he got the guy. So I'm looking at all this stuff here, and I just, some of this stuff is just insane. Some of the things you see here anymore. But like I say, hold on. So as you can see, this has a temp tag on it. Almost date unreadable. But that's how they move their drugs. Now, why, Independence, Jackson County Sheriff, somebody need to be down there by the biker joints, and they're running them up into Raytown. This come out of Raytown, though, here. This is Raytown when you get involved, or Kansas City, Missouri, if Raytown can't handle their area. Used to be some pretty good Raytown cops. I dated a gal when I went to school that went to Raytown South. About 3/4 of her family worked up there on the police force back way, way back. But this is just, I don't know, man. That is interesting, isn't it? Now, I posted a deal last night around midnight. There was a truck that was trying to dump like brush and different things and stuff. Well, I said, I bet it was heading over by Gordman's or somewhere else. Well, guess what? I come back there after I went down here just a little ways where these vehicles went, and somebody had dumped all that brush. And guess what? It looked just like that stuff. It was in that pickup truck. Well, where was Independence last night? I didn't see Independence. I didn't see Kansas City, Missouri, and I didn't see Raytown anywhere in this area. And no cruisers whatsoever. Now, hold on. You can't make this stuff up. There are so many of these druggies and homeless walking up down. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just unimaginable. Walking back and forth back through here. Some of these go down here underneath the bridge still. Get back up in there. There's one that was going over here. Crazy stuff. Hold on. All right, guys. So we got one vehicle over here. We got another one down on the other end. I'm going to show that real quick. I mean, you see a license plate? There is no license plates on these. They got dark windows. I mean, what do you guys think? Oh, I'm sure they're just over from Olive Garden, and they drove their vehicle over here and parked it in the shade. That's what, they're going to say. Oh, no. But what a joke. Right, guys? So we're going to go on down. And this guy. Oh, yeah. This is another winner here. And I was thinking, if you're working on somebody's place or working on site, I'm sure they'd let you sit there and eat a sandwich. You wouldn't have to come up to this. I've seen this truck here before. There was a guy in it too. But what caught my really eye, I had to drive through the other lot today because I could not believe what I seen. And I'm going to show that to you. Let's just take a look. Not counting there's another guy crawling across here. This wasn't even the other two. That's what I was going to tell you guys. This is a different guy compared to the other two. You don't think this isn't getting a lot of traffic? Look at that. But that ain't the half of it. The deal last night that I showed, somebody dumped all that. Well, wow. I wonder if there had been an Independence cruiser going up down Nolan over here on this end, south side. Maybe this could have been avoided. I don't know. But I'm going to show you where this comes from. Hold on. This was around 12 to 12:30 last night, up here on 40 Highway going westward bound, right up by close by Hy-Vee. This truck pulled out by that street over there where they have that storage facility. And this was the brush and grass that was hanging out of that vehicle. And I said, I bet this guy's gonna go on down and a dump over there. I thought he'd probably go down back behind Gordman's or whatever else, but no, he just looked like he just dumped it right here in the parking lot. Well, isn't that something? Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can get this or turned here a little bit. Let's see here. All right, guys, I lightened it. Look, out with trash box. That's about as good as I can do, guys. I was trying to lighten it back up for my phone the other to show it. But he had trash on top of that. I don't know, man. But, well, looks like Independence got some more stuff to pick up. I mean, I guess it keeps them in business, huh? Up here in this parking lot. I don't know how many times somebody, anyways, cleaned this parking lot up. So I've seen Independence up there some. Interesting, though. Very interesting. All right, guys, I guess we'll wrap this up pretty quick. And I don't know. Looks like getting pissy to get back out here on 47th Street. Start cruising some. But they need to be hitting those parking lots up there. Because it's bringing the drugs in. And the homeless in. And it's just festering. I mean, that's all those things are good for up there. And they're running it back and forth. They're running it up 40. Well, you know, why don't they run it up and down 40 Highway? What's this? Well, I don't know. Do you think because it's a highway? Maybe they could get, maybe they get more trouble. It's easier for them to run 47th Street. But this used to be actually 040 Highway at one time. People don't know that. This used to be 040 Highway, East 47th Street originally. Way back. But, interesting. But I think we've determined that they're coming out of Raytown. A lot of it's coming out of Raytown. And looks like Raytown needs to get involved a little bit with their stuff. But, well, Raytown's always been a place up there. It was the weed's legal now. But this isn't about weed. This is about the cocaine, the fentanyl, the meth. I mean, you think these guys are making any money off the weed? Well, I guess they could be. I don't know what they're selling the weed for, but I doubt it. I doubt it's a little bit more than that. Government needs to be looking at this because this is a big problem here in Kansas City. FBI needs to be looking at this. Well, the FBI knows where some of them already are, I think. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.